pressure and expectations as to how you want it to go, or at least I do. But Thanksgiving is great because it's kind of like low pressure, you eat a lot of good food, and for me, when we celebrate Thanksgiving, we always go to South Carolina, which is where all of my relatives are, and that's always a fun trip. We don't get to see them too often, so it's kind of special when we get to go on Thanksgiving. My brother Brandon's on here. Hi, Brandon. Would you rather learn martial arts or fencing? Trick question. Both. But specifically, oh my gosh, both are such great sports. It would be so cool to know martial arts and fencing. Maybe I'll just have to pursue both. Maybe I'll do that. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is maroon or black or forest green. Those are kind of specific, but those are my favorite colors. Are you still acting on Raven's Home since COVID-19? No, we shut down production on Raven's Home, how long ago? I mean, I guess it was about 4 weeks ago now. And the minimum time was going to be 2 weeks, and then, theoretically we would have gone back to film. But, of course, given recent circumstances and, us having more information on the virus itself, it's definitely not safe to go out anytime soon and continue filming. So we are currently paused until further notice. Do you feel like you have to be another person when you're acting? I mean, yeah, but of course that's kind of a job within itself, is pretending to be another person. And a lot of my characters, I think, are kind of like blends between who I am and then, the character's actual circumstances. So naturally, a lot of your own personality infiltrates itself into the characters that you play, or at least the characters that I've played. But a lot of it is made up, because that is what acting is. Which music do you listen to? I mostly listen to like alternative or R&B or rap music. Do I miss Annalisa from Raven's Home? I miss her always. I miss her when I've been apart from her for 15 minutes. Just kidding. Well, that's actually... Am I? No, I'm not kidding. That's actually really true. I miss Annalisa all the time, and I love her. Any recommendations for shows to watch? If you haven't watched The Fosters, you guys should watch it. I watched that a very long time ago, and I finished that series by now, but it's one of my favorites of all time. The Fosters, Parks and Recreation. Dear White People was a great show if you were older. What else? Quite bad at this. I'm bad at show recommendations, but if you want film recommendations, I got you. What college do I want to attend? I want to attend NYU for undergrad, and then grad school, I want to attend Columbia. I want to. We'll see what actually happens, but that is the goal. The next live that I go on, by the way, which hopefully will be like in the next week, I promise, in the next week I'll make a live, and I will guest people then, and so I can talk to some of you guys. What are some products you use on your hair? What are some products that I use on my hair? I use Moroccan oil, which is great for dry ends and generally just dry hair. That is the number one product that actually stays consistent. And then for shampooing and conditioning, I use a brand called Pureology. But otherwise, I kind of keep it pretty simple because my hair can't really take a lot of product before it gets too oily and etc. Favorite Disney Plus series? Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to watch literally any yet, but I will watch some soon, and then I'll get back to you, but I haven't watched any yet. called me, and I don't know who they are. Do I play any sports? No, not, like, professionally. Professionally is not the right word. No, I don't play any like, organized sports teams. What's my zodiac sign? I am a Taurus. See, this is why I find lives very awkward. It's like these moments of silence in which I don't know what to say because I'm looking for questions, because otherwise I will just be rambling. What's my dream place to visit? Europe. Just all of Europe. I love the architectural history there, and the food, the fashion, all of it. Europe is my final answer. Just the entire continent. Are you in The Rocketeer? Yes. Have I even said that? I don't think I've talked about that on my Instagram yet, because I'm very forgetful, but The Rocketeer is a Disney Junior program, an animated TV series that I'm a part of, and I love it. I think it's so great and such a cute show. So if you've got younger siblings, or if you are young yourself and you still enjoy watching animated shows on Disney Junior, you guys should tune in. I'm not exactly sure when the episodes air and the timing of them, the time slots that they're in, but if you go to Disney Junior in, like, the mornings, on the weekends, I'm sure you can find it. And yes, I'm in The Rocketeer, and I voice a character called Valerie. What is my favorite year? My favorite year of my life, my very short life, is probably 2017, for a variation of reasons, but I'll just keep it a short answer. Wow. It's been a while since I've, like, spoken for this long. I'm in the house with my brothers and my, like, my parents, but it's been a minute since I've had, like, this long of a conversation with my phone. So, excuse me for all of my speech mistakes, but somebody asked something and then I forgot. Oh, how do I feel about Booker? Which, Isaac, the actor who plays him, I love Isaac, obviously. He's my brother. He's my fifth brother. And I miss you, Isaac. I know you're not on this live, but I miss you in all of your insanity. What word best describes me? I don't know. Probably passionate. That's actually decent. I don't know. I think it's hard to, like, determine what word describes me from my perspective, but I'd have to ask somebody who's, like, close to me to assign me a word. Do I like water parks? No. Not really, if I'm being honest. Do I homeschool? Yes. Actually, that is what I was doing before I went on this live. I was doing some schoolwork, some online school. What made me want to act? I just was always kind of a performer. Before I could really conceptualize even what, like, the TV and film industry was, I was just in love with, like, pretending and performing for my parents and my family in a bunch of different forms, but acting was always, like, my number one passion and interest, and so I think it was just something very innately within me. I always loved it, and when I found out it was a career that I could actually pursue, even being so young, I kind of was just like, I really forced my parents to let me start acting, and thankfully they were receptive, and they let me audition and go to performing arts school. Do I like Playboy Cardi? Yes. My friend met you at Chipotle. Great. That's very cool. I go to Chipotle so often. I'm sure that I've met your friend. I love Chipotle, guys. I go there too much. I eat there too much. I haven't eaten there in some time, though, because I've been self-quarantined, but...
Long time. Long time. I've been on the low for a long time. I've been on the low for a long time. Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? I've been on the low for a long time. I've been on the low for a long time. Where you been? Where you been? Yeah. I've been on the low tryna chase it. Notice other niggas so complacent. You can tell I ain't never been rich. I remember living in my mama basement. No mistake in living in the hood. Couple things I ain't never understood. But you know I'ma make them understand. Just some thoughts from another black man. See a couple limitation. I'm waiting, I'm patient, I'm taking a chance. Got a list of demands. Been on the low tryna do what I can. What I can. Understand ain't easy for us. Where we from, get enough of the rough. So immersed in the dirt and it hurt while you hide all the pain. Been the same, so I changed. I've been on the low for a long time. I've been on the low for a long time. Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? I've been on the low for a long time. I've been on the low for a long time. Where you been? Yeah. Where you been? Yeah. How it make you feel when you make a meal or you spend a meal coming from the mill? It's quite unreal. Dedicate my life. Had to build my worth coming from the shy. I've been on the low like a phase or two.